I got two pictures. Oh, let's
Welcome
go.
to the Evolver Post Review with the Invisible Man and Woman, Terrell and CJ, all for real love. Hear these thoughts, EOD, rest still in her, and Coach FC, HW.
Oh, may the sun shine and the moon fall, but horror books is where it's at. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WWE Evolve Post Review episode 61. We've been doing this for 61 episodes. Like it or not, Fightful, we're better than you. I'm joined today. Thank you. I'm joined today by a lovely host, but first, always being respectful, we have a special guest from Shauna Does Horror Books. Shauna, can you introduce yourself to everyone across the world?
Yeah, name's Shauna Reads Horror on the Instagrams. I wrestling fan, consider myself an Alexa Bliss super fan, but I've been trying to bring Evolve content to social media a little bit more. So yeah, a little bit about me. You know, we'll be hitting up SummerSlam soon. Just recently got to go to the ID showcase here in Worcester, which was a lot of fun, and interview some of the wrestlers there. So hopefully get to do that again soon. Happy to be here. Super excited and kind of nervous at the same time.
Oh, don't be. Like that in the first 5 episodes. Then he got really into it. Then we have to clip him every episode. Speaking of, Coach FW, how are you, sir?
It's going horrible actually, because here these thoughts stole my girl, so it's not a very good day for me.
It's see both of ours. We just keep it at my house for the weekends.
Wow.
That's
Your
crazy,
thoughts?
man.
People on the weekend.
No, I'm just playing. Shauna, I'm playing.
Now,
Okay, but
your thoughts? How are you?
I'm doing okay. School year's wrapping up. This week is getting crazy, but you know, I'm here.
Shout out to Sloan Urinals, forever clip, forever. That clip. Sorry, guys. And Terrell, take it away.
What up, y'all? My name is Terrell, and this is my wife, the beautiful werewolf.
Hello, it's CJ Wolfie. How y'all doing?
And together we are For Real Love.
Real love.
And this is the WWE Evolve Post Review episode 91. Oh yeah, man. We are joined by
51.
Oh yeah, man. We well, first of all, let's talk to Mr. Invisible. How are you? Alex, what's going on with you?
Doing good. Enjoying episode 61. The Invisible Woman will be wafting in and out.
Okay, cool. Yes, our show was gonna ask about Miss Invisible. Hope everything is doing well with her. Coach, man, we got the 4-time Gooner Award winner, man. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You didn't have to bring that up, but thank you.
Yeah, man. See, a lot of people don't understand that you are the reason why we be getting those female locker room shots. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta have the group on deck for all of that. And hear these thoughts. And the only way you hear his thoughts is if he speak to you about his thoughts. And I will say this while we're live, hear these thoughts. Anything that you have to set your mind to, do it. Okay? Do it. Whatever ideas you have that's keeping you up at night, sometimes you just gotta execute. And last, but certainly not least, the wise man EOD, he will be here. Okay, he is lurking around somewhere, but he will be here. And we also have a special guest, Shauna, and she also reads horror. So, with that being said, don't get on her bad side, because she might come up in your crib and blow your spot up.
And let me tell you, there
Oh,
are quite a few wrestling horror books out there. So if you're looking for the combination of wrestling and horror, they're out there. Trust
I didn't
me.
know that
oh,
existed. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
okay.
Okay.
If you can read it, it exists. Shout out to Dose Evil Jeff Liftman's in the comments. Jeff, I'll talk to you later. I think Shauna should be on the Wrestling Soup and Friendos Network just talking about horror books. Honestly, that's another notch. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, EOD will be here momentarily because again he's doing his own thing. He just had to review, like live review a baseball game, so he's having fun with that. Now let's start the show off. By the way, before we start, we always talk about what happened on Evolve, but we're not gonna get to Evolve yet. We're gonna talk about LFG season 3, episode 3 and 4, and we're gonna combine both of them together. Probably talk about it for 30 minutes. Have some fun. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Here we go. Let's turn to God, the season, or explain the whole Bible. God bless. Okay. Anyway. Jeff is probably doing it. Love you, Jeff. She makes it sales, I'll publish it. I like that. She makes it. Yeah, I'll talk to you later, Sean. I'll send you a Discord with him. He's the moderator for the Wrestling Soup, officially Wrestling Soup Discord. So if he gets you in there, you'll have some fun. Now, let's talk about LFG episode 3 and 4. We focus on Trill London. We focus on Nikita and Bailey Humphreys and above all else. But let's talk about Trill London first. Trill London got fired. Now we found out because of LFG is because he gets hurt more times than he wrestles and he gasses out a lot more faster. Mind you, we have all said this on the show. He was beyond Jeff Hardy. He was the future of what we could be high flyers. And there's been high flyers in AEW for a while, but this guy had it. And in Evolve, they gave him the Kendrick promo. Black and white, all badass and everything, and they just nothing.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts? Let's start with Shauna. What are your thoughts on Trill London and LFG? If you actually do watch LFG, season 3. Yeah.
Do not have, that is the one thing I don't have is LFG. So I'm always watching the recaps. Unfortunately, I'm trying to figure out how to get it, but they don't offer it to YouTube TV. So I'm trying to figure out another way to watch it, and it's driving me crazy that I can't watch it, especially with the mentors this season.
I will send you a link later. Don't worry about that. Let's go down the board. All right, Terrell, what are your thoughts on Trill London and the fact that they let him go, like the next coming of the high flyer? Your thoughts? Oh, speaking of the next coming of the man, the myth, EOD.
Hey.
Oh, my bad. The game just
Yay!
We just started.
Buddy.
It's fine. By the way. Welcome in. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. I can hear you fine.
All right. We're talking about LFG season 3, episode 3. We'll start with Terrell, then go to you next. Terrell, your thoughts on just the episode, and let's start with that. Just of Trill London.
Well, y'all know that I was a big fan of Trill London. It's just sad to see him go because I really did. I for some odd reason I just can't let it go. I have this dream, this in my head, that they could revive the hardcore division, man. They got 2 people that I would honestly say that could have started it, they could have jumped it back off. And that was Trill London and Tate Wilder, you know what I'm saying? You got one guy that is like extreme, beyond his limits, and then you have Tate Wilder, who is the Daredevil of NXT, which used to be the Daredevil of Evolve. I wanted to see them have this wonderful chemistry in the ring, and perhaps maybe even bring the hardcore division back, which in WWE we know that's not going to happen in the new regime that we have right now. But it would have been so dope, and he just was not quite all the way there, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with the injuries. And I mean, on top of that, honestly and truthfully, it seemed like he was the Daredevil, if you ask me. I mean, he just kept injuring himself, and it's sad because, you know, just like the coach was saying, how can you execute your own moves? Like how can you set yourself up to do your moves and you can't execute them correctly? So it's just sad, honestly. But I wish him nothing but the best. I hope he heals up and everything. And I do see a future for him in pro wrestling. It's just right now he has to focus on himself right now, battling with depression and things like that. I feel like he just need a break from a lot of things and just figure out in a healthy way, figure out what is best for him.
That was beautiful. Now, EOD, your thoughts. Check your mic a little bit. Terrell is kind of fuzzy.
Can you hear me now? Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
now.
Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Can you hear me now?
Okay. Yes.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear
Okay,
me?
behave. All right. I'm gonna
No, I don't all these sounds, man.
I know. Okay. EOD, your thoughts on Phil London, and we know him for so long, but he got released.
Trill. Who was Trill fighting in that episode?
Braxton Cole.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Wiener.
All right. I'll just start with Trill because I remember the match. I remember saying that Braxton Cole was he was all right. It was more like how you were saying how Invisible Man was talking about like paint by the numbers type of deal going on, but nothing he did was bad. Trill, I kind of feel bad for Trill because even on Evolve, it looked like a lot of moves he did, like he was just too wild with it. I do think he would be a better fit in AEW, like because they like that kind of stuff over there more than WWE. WWE wants you to tone it down a little bit, but yeah, he wasn't executing the moves. That was more of the problem than anything else. Especially like you didn't hit your finisher. It's like it's okay to have a if you mess up once in a while, but it seemed like every time I saw Trill, he was always doing a little bit too much, and it would always kind of mess up a little bit. So I feel bad. I do feel bad for him, and like we were always saying that he does have like a Jeff Hardy vibe to him and everything. So I did like that the energy, and I do remember when he played football. But yeah, it's just yeah, it was a bad look, and unfortunately, we do know what Trill London's fate is after the show. Like when I do my reviews, I'm trying not to let anybody know like okay, yeah, it's like yeah, we saw him on LFG, but we already know his fate. But so I try not to tell people that too much. This way they can watch the show and just kind of enjoy it the way it is. But yeah, hopefully he lands on his feet. Like I said, I think maybe he should probably do some independent stuff or maybe just see if AEW ROH has something for him because they like that high flying, super daredevil type of stuff. But I think Matt Bloom was correct. Pick a couple moves that you're really, really good at instead of trying to do all these different death defying moves. Pick a couple of them that you can execute well. Like I would say like 9 times out of 10 and everything. I know that's Coach's boy too, Trill, but yeah, but that's all I gotta say. But like Braxton Cole was he was just there for me and everything. Like and I do like Braxton Cole, but he didn't do anything wrong. He was just an average match for him. And but Trill was really he really did mess up a lot during that match. The match itself was okay, but yeah, he did mess up a bunch. So
Okay. I get that. CJ Wolfie, your thoughts on that? And to add on, we have to remember it has been published publicly that he has been dealing with depression, and throughout all this time he has and was dealing with depression. So that could be a factor as well why he couldn't do his thing. Not saying he was, but just, putting that out there.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, they messed up. I actually didn't watch the episode LFG, really, that one of them, really, but knowing Trent London from Evolve, yeah, he could have been something like more of a next Jeff Hardy for real. And I guess like with WWE, they trying to be cautious now. They don't want him to be next Jeff Hardy with injuries and no minor no getting hurt every once in a while in the match. I guess they just want to take a cautious on him. Just you gotta slow it down, this and that. But he could have been, something if he could get more training in and steady his moves and not to go too quick with it. And he still be a good high flyer, but yeah, it's just I hate that he had that. I hate that he got let go, but he will do really good on AEW for sure, or Ring of Honor, or the indies that no promotion that he can go to explore. But yeah, I just wish him best of luck wherever he goes.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Him to go
hear
to.
these thoughts?
Yeah, I heard about the depression thing. Hopefully he's doing okay. That's not something easy to just kind of get over, as most people might think. But as far as Trill London, what we saw at LFG is kind of what we knew about him. He's him getting gassed real easy in those matches, which I can understand. I didn't want him to get released, but I can understand the perspective of the people in LFG or in WWE because if you're having a match, and you're doing like these death-defying moves, and he gets gassed out quickly, he can get hurt. The other person can get hurt, And if you think about if he's in the main roster, what happens if he's in a ladder match? He gets gassed out and he messes up a move. Again, he can get hurt. Someone else can get hurt. So I can understand why they picked that direction to go with him. But just as everybody else said, I'm hoping the best of luck for him. As soon as he fixes all those issues he has within the ring, he has the charisma, he has the aura, he has everything else. As soon as he fixes what's going on in the ring, he's going to be out of here no matter where he goes. And I hope he really does figure that out. And I really do hope that he, continue to battle through depression, because that really can affect a lot of things. It shut a lot of things down mentally. And that could be a contributor of him, miscuing on certain moves and things like that. So, all in all, I just hope wherever he goes, he ends up being the best that he could be. And I can't wait for him to figure everything else out. So when he does, I'm telling you, he's going to be out of here.
Coach, your thoughts?
Yeah, so I haven't watched the last 2 episodes of LFG. I've been a bit behind, but it does suck for Trill London. Obviously, everybody knows Jeff Hardy is my favorite wrestler of all time. So naturally, I was drawn to Trill London, and it makes sense that he gets released. Terrell. It makes sense that he got released. It kind of just like sucks because I was really on him. Like since the first time I saw him on LFG, I was like, this guy has something, and if he just puts it together, like he would be big. But unfortunately, it is what it is. I hope is like he gets to deal with his depression. He sees someone, he talks to people, and like it doesn't hinder him. And I do hope he stays in the wrestling career because a lot of athletes don't after they get released. So I do hope he continues to pursue it. Part of me kind of does hope he goes to TNA because like obviously the Jeff Hardy connection, but that's just like a fan in me. Either way, I really hope he doesn't give up on wrestling because to a lot of people it's WWE or nothing, and I hope that's not his view on it.
Understandable. And for him, I hope, AEW or Japan. You really want to get better, go to Japan. But if you want to shine, you go to TNA. But if you want to get your skill honed, you go to AEW. There's different paths, and I love that you can have that now in the world of wrestling, other than the other place. Sorry. Now, I will say the next topic on episode 3 was Nikita Lyons. Nikita Lyons had a match. That was episode 4, but Nikita Lyons had a match, and Booker T was telling her, you should tone down your sex appeal, and I'm looking another way, but I'm supposed to look at you. Now, mind you, shout out to Joe BNCO of the PWF, which is the podcast Unappreciated Wrestling Fans. He brought up a good point. Why doesn't Booker T stop saying Cholula Green and Lola Vice? Why does Booker T stop saying that about JC Jane? Why does you can't say that about one, but then never say about the other women that you've been publicly famous for the last 2 years? And Stephanie
Rebecca.
Yep. Exactly.
Yep.
So, what are your thoughts? And by the way, again, they are, and again, it's been confirmed that she's going to be on season 4 of LFG. It hasn't even been finished yet.
Wow.
And she's going to be in season 4. So that's kind of a bonus. That means she won't get fired. So yes, but that's also a negative because now she won't. Anyway, let's start off with that. Backwards. Hear these thoughts, and we'll go clockwise. What are your thoughts on that? And the Booker T. You should turn down your sexual appeal. Same guy who said. Same guy. So.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is pretty hypocritical for him to say that. I don't know if he code switching because he's in LFG. He's in like professional mode where he can't like talk like he does when he's in commentary. I'm kind of wondering if that's why he's doing it. But either way, we can't deny what we've been hearing on NXT for the past couple of years. What have you been saying during the Devil's Kiss? What have you been saying when Lola Vice comes out? All those other things. Either you're going to approve the sex appeal or you're not. Like, which one is it, right? So it seems kind of very nitpicky that they're deciding to do. And to me personally, and maybe it's just because I am a baby Nikita Lyons fan. I just became part of the fan base this year, 6 months. It seems like they're kind of really picking on every little thing she does on that show. And it's kind of weird to me because those things are part of her personality and what's gotten her as far as she is right now, from dancing to now the sex appeal thing is a problem. So I don't know. I don't know what she could do. They just want her to be just a plain wrestler, just like everybody else, with no character, no charisma, nothing like that. So I don't know. I don't get it.
Okay. Coach?
Yeah, like I said, I haven't watched it yet, but I don't see the major issue with it because like she seems comfortable with it, and if she's comfortable with it, just let it happen. It's not like it's hurting anyone. It's not like she's against it. So like, what's the big deal? It's what got her over in the first place, whether you like it or not. So like, just stick with it. Why try to change up what works?
Thank you. This is the guy who loves on your room. Wolfie.
Yeah, Terrell had actually told me about this situation. I had looked up the scene and actually watched it. And I'm like, Nabuka, you know you got no room to be telling this girl to put her 6 pillar down. How much you been talking the same stuff on NXT with Lola and them? Okay, now she had now with Nikita, it's her character. That's how she gets it out there and do what besides her ring work. No, that's how she develops her character. Let her do that. Like you go in there gogging on her on NXT sooner or later. So why is the issue now? Yeah, yeah, that was very hypocritical of him. Now you know better.
Thank you. Terrell?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds way better too.
Yeah, I had to get mic'd up because my dynamic mic is way too far, and I think it's only best if I use that for music purposes. So
Yes. Okay.
first of all, Booker T, you need one of these right here, okay?
Oh Lord.
First and secondly, you get on my nerves, Booker T, because there is no way you're gonna sit up here and target Nikita Lyons when you literally have other female talent in the WWE, even on the main roster, and I'm not gonna say no names, that be wearing cheeky clothing, revealing clothing. There's not one time I ever seen a Nikita Lyon match where she has had a wardrobe malfunction or anything. Now she just got this new character. She done came back from surgery. She is doing the best work that she could possibly have done. And I have always been a Nikita Lyons fan because you never know where a person can end up. Just because they look like they're in a bad position, you never know where they could end up. You never know what's going to get them to the next level. So you don't ever underestimate nobody. You don't ever say that this person is never going to make it to the main roster or anything like that because you just never know what's going to spark the interest in a person to get them motivated to make life better for themselves. Booker T, you weird for that comment. And I still don't understand why you would say something like that. Like I said, when you literally have other women wearing revealing clothing in the ring, and it's part of her personality, it's a part of her gimmick. If she wants to play this character, let her do it. Now, can she be more aggressive in the ring or something like that? Yeah, and she is displaying that. But at the same time, if she got natural sex appeal, then she just got natural sex appeal. And if nobody can pull it off, they just can't pull it off. It's just that plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? That's like Mika, what's her name? Mika Lockwood or whatever her name is, Bailey, in NXT. That's with the Vanity Project. Okay, if people are afraid to get in the ring with her, people just gonna be intimidated and be scared to get in the ring with her. But guess who stepped in with her to make sure that she was good to go? Nikita Lyons. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't afraid to see if she was ready to go. So with that being said, sex appeal has nothing to do with anything. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Booker, but it could be just something underlying there that he's just not saying. I'm not going to assume nothing. But what I will say is this. Booker T, why Jasper Troy ain't got no TV time, man? Why he ain't got no TV time? That's the question that you should be answering. That's your boy, ain't it?
Why is Jasper Troy catching strays?
Sitting up here worrying about some Nikita Lyons and your boy on Twitter. Booker T is worried about Nikita Lyons and what she got on, and your boy is on Twitter talking about he's excited to watch other people's matches. You a clown. And you eat eggs.
What?
Hey, don't
Sorry
Don't
about that.
be- don't
We
be
have a
mean.
lot of parties we haven't gone
Jasper
yet.
Troy has sex appeal too. He has sex appeal too. Have you not seen his underwear during his matches?
Bro,
What?
Jasper Troy can't even get in the title picture. And he is a winner of LFG. Oh, wait, I forgot. Man, bro, that was game show LFG, man.
Yep.
That was game show LFG.
Okay,
Get
all
on
right,
there.
okay. The buttons are going crazy. All right, hold on. Now we okay. Shauna, your thoughts on the comments of Booker T? If you saw the clip on YouTube, it was out everywhere. If you your thoughts.
To me, I don't see Nikita Lyons as being overly sexual. Like I see her as very sexy, and I know that's how she was portrayed, like when she first came out and stuff, but she's not as out there, like Terrell was saying, as some of the other ladies out there that are wear less, they flaunt it more. So to me, I think she has a really good with her character now, having a good tone with it in the way she moves and the way she acts. So I think she's doing a great job balancing it. I don't think she's over the top. I don't think she's under. I think it works well for her character. So that's where it's kind of confusing to me that I don't think she's overly sexual. I think she has it right there where it needs to be for that character.
Yeah, I agree.
Quite right. Quite right. Now we also had a Layla Diggs match in episode 3, so we can gloss by it really fast. Even though we'll talk about Layla Diggs a little later. She did have a match to show her heel side. It shows in this episode of Evolve because she had a heel side. She just didn't really know how much the timer was of heel in her brain. We'll talk about that later. But let's get to episode 4. So we want to keep this under 30 minutes and compact. Because usually we go like an hour and a half craziness. All right.
EOD, did you go EOD?
No.
Oh yeah, EOD. I'm sorry. Sexy man.
Come on, man. We the Brady Bunch, man. You got to hit all blocks.
All right, I'll just say I'll play a little bit devil's advocate because I agree with what all y'all said. But when Booker T said it, I don't know exactly what he meant. He didn't really clarify when he says, "Oh, just tone down your sexiness," but he didn't say what it was he wanted her to tone down. So it's like I don't know. But what all y'all were saying is like to me, there's people on the roster that does kind of wear way less and everything, and for me, it is part of her character. And the difference between her with the sexiness or whatever you want to call it, no one's making her be that way. Because remember when Athena was in NXT when they were going to the 2.0 thing, it was like a mandate that came down saying they had to do things that they weren't, we'll just say, comfortable doing or comfortable wearing.
Yeah.
And to me, Nikita's never worn anything like too revealing or anything like that. She's just her. And to me, it's like, as y'all were saying, like the Stephanie Vaquer moves, the Lola Vice moves, and stuff like that. Like to me, she's like a little out there a little bit, but nothing like I would think like crazy. It's not like she's. Never mind, I'm not gonna say that because it's not like she's grinding on the ropes or something.
No, she's
Whoa.
no. It's not a whoa. It's called the '90s. That's exactly what it was.
I mean, yeah. So I'm like, it's not like she's doing any of that stuff, and her character work is really good. She's still whimsical. But she's also now has like a deadly side to her. She could be serious. She actually reminds me of some of the best workers and everything. Like actually like a Booker T or a Kurt Angle where you could do anything. You could be serious. You could be comical. You could be whatever the types of characters you have because it's not all about ring work. But she's to me like Booker T said, probably the most I say besides Winnie Chu, probably has the most talent in the locker room. But she's definitely got probably the most talent on LFG since Wendy Chu's not on there. So yeah, I just didn't really get it's like I get it a little bit, but he didn't elaborate, so I don't know like what exactly he meant. And I actually like Booker T, so I know a lot of people don't, but I like Booker T. And yeah, I just think Nikita's just doing a great job and everything. Everything is coming together for her. It's like when they talk about the quarterbacks, the game slows down. It seems like the game is slowed down for Nikita Lyons. She can do it all. That's why she's multimedia. So yeah, I don't know what she needs to tone down. She did take the Bubba Ray advice about the shaking the ass thing or whatever, but like that was probably more like as a habit. But if you notice on Evolve, she doesn't do it as much and stuff. And I get what he was saying. He wasn't saying like don't do it. He was just basically saying, okay, at this particular time, just don't do it for like whatever reason. So it's like, all right, just because you want everybody to focus on that person at that particular time, that's all. So it's like I don't know if it was more of a play on that. But like I said, Booker didn't really elaborate, so I don't know, like what he kind of meant. But yeah, there's a lot of people that does a lot more, I guess we'll say. So that's my thoughts on that.
All right, that's why I love you, Yodi. Let's go to episode 4. We had Nikita versus Bailey Humphries. We don't really even need to talk about that. Nikita had a great match. Bailey Humphries is in the best position in her life, being the Bryce Donovan, Zeta Steele of Vanity Project, the perfect combination. freaking love her. V's up.
Throw
That's
them
right.
V's up.
She was like Bryce who? Zeta who? I miss you, Zeta. Have fun in ROH. Now we get to Chris Island versus Tate Wilder. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can.
Wait,
This one.
I wanna
Yeah.
I wanna ask real quick.
course.
Was Chris Island part of the people that got released, or is he still
Yep.
employed? Because I don't.
Yep.
He was.
Yeah, he did a
Oh,
whole
okay.
video too.
He is.
Oh, okay, I didn't catch that
Well,
one.
it's spoiled now. He is retired, I guess.
Hey,
as of right now.
Yeah.
what is this? D crew or whatever your name is. This is not the roast of Kevin Hart, so don't play like that in the comments, man.
Yeah, he's on timeout. He's gone. Anyway, now let's talk about this match. You know what? Terrell is a linguistic at heart. Talk about the match, Mr. Terrell, about Chris Island and Tay Wilder. You don't have to describe it, just your feelings.
Somebody on LFG? No, you talking about Evolve.
No, I'm talking about LFG. Tay
Not
Wilder versus
LFG.
the title.
I'm so confused. That
Episode
comment.
4. They thought was reenacting. I do this. He just kept screaming and screaming like freaking Pulp Fiction.
I'm sorry. That comment threw me off, man. My bad. It took me somewhere else. Okay, so I don't know what dude was doing, man. He was like, I do this for a living, dog. Like he was he act like he was in the street somewhere when he was talking to Tate Wilder in the ring. I was just like, bro, we get it. We get it. You got aggression. You got, I don't know, evolve aggression, I guess. I don't know, but he does the character switches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I can honestly say he do be switching up his wardrobes a lot, and he do switch up his character work with every single wardrobe, which means he got a little bit of Mick Foley in him. He can switch up characters, and that's something that you could work with. A person that could play a character. I don't know the LFG timeline, but we're just gonna go weekly. You got a new character every single week. That's interesting. That's very interesting. And as far as I'm with Tate Wilder, y'all know how I feel about Tate Wilder, man. I just want to see him be more daredevilish, but you know, like I said, WWE, they're gonna play it safe. They're not gonna let him just fully branch out. But other than that, I mean, it was a decent match, I guess. It was decent, but that's the only thing that just stuck in my mind. Like it just stood out. Like dude just kept screaming at the top of his lungs every time he take over the match. Y'all see me? This man ain't touching me. Like I'm the man around here. Like no, you're not. But I like it. He got an ego, and that's good.
Okay. EOD, I know you're shaking your head down. Just say what you need to say.
Uh-oh.
All right. Chris Allen, I think this might have been my first time seeing him, and they did a good job of kind of giving me a little bit of his backstory, like the change up of the wardrobe and stuff like that. Now, to me, I thought the match in itself was okay, but yeah, that screaming really took me out of it. It's like it wasn't really earned. Like if he would have done it like later on the match started, I'm like, okay, but I'm like, as soon as he went in there and the way he was yelling, I'm like I thought I was back watching the '80s or something, but this was. It was just like, why are you screaming for? Like, and it was, I don't know.
EOD,
That's
I'm
the thing that
sorry.
took me out of it. Oh,
Could
go
I
ahead.
back up you real quick?
Yeah.
The only thing that that was in my mind was Mark Henry Hall of Pain. Where he would just scream at the top of his lungs every time he was on TV fighting someone.
Yes. But to add on to that,
But he's not Mark Henry.
He's not Mark Henry. And
That
the
was the
assignment,
thing.
remember? Yeah, but you remember in the show, the assignment was they watched The Rock for the first time ever, which kind of embarrassed me as a wrestling fan
Yeah.
to know that they watched The Rock versus Hogan match, and that was the first time watching it for them. I'm like, oh my god, you're in. Oh my god, you haven't even. Okay, but they were supposed to emulate that. What Chris Island gave us was not that at all.
Mm-mm.
I don't know who.
Well,
I mean.
I will say this, even though it's a little bit fast forwarding of what we'll talk about later. what they did with the Rock Hogan thing, I felt Cam and Tate did with their match and everything. With that whole the storytelling. That's what I think. So like Tate, he understood the assignment or he learned and everything. That's why. So since they were basing it off that a little bit, to me they weren't telling a story at all when they were having the match. And like I said, like the screaming was fine, but to me, like the way he started off doing it, like if he would have, they had like a little bow, then he started doing like I do or whatever he was saying. I'm like, all right, that'd have been fine because I like Roman Reigns when he starts talking his ish in the middle of matches. But I'm like, this is before a Netflix break. You start talking ish, and you know how quick Netflix breaks come. So I'm like, that's the only thing that kind of took me out. But the wrestling itself was fine. It's just that really took me out of it. I'm like, why is this? Why is he yelling? And what he was yelling, I'm like, all right, I get it. Like, I was just like, his face was killing me. I was like, oh, it was like he was like Leo Rush all of a sudden. Like the way I'm like the over exaggerate. I'm like, man, what did this man do to you? At least give me a story. Like, why are you this upset at Tate Wilder or something?
Yeah.
That was it. That was it for me. But I think like I said, the wrestling was fine. Just that was the main thing that took me out of it. I was just like, the scream. I'm like, wow.
Okay. Well, good. But CJ.
I really didn't see the match, but that was funny, which I was describing when he was doing in the match, screaming in there. I wish I had seen it.
I'm like, what?
I wish I had seen it. It's all like, oh, it's probably hilarious, but Cam got it.
Baby girl, I'm gonna explain to you what the situation was.
What?
Imagine the guy in the ring trying to convince the crowd that he is the toughest man walking. He's trying to convince us, but it's not believable.
Cringe.
At all.
You don't see me? Do y'all see me?
It's so cringy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I could just imagine too. But yeah, he didn't have to do all that every time. You do like maybe once or twice, but don't do it every time. But he got it in him. He just don't do that. But I'm guessing the match probably turned out pretty good though. Which they had that match involved also, but yeah.
Okay. Coach, I know you didn't see, but your thoughts of a screaming man screaming at a person in the ring.
I don't know what happened because I haven't watched it yet. But I can just imagine from what I know from Chris Island, no offense to him, but he's never come off as a very good actor. He's never really felt like he's convincing. So imagining him trying to act tough, dominating, it's kind of like I can imagine what happened and I can see why everybody finds it ridiculous.
All right, you have these thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. It was it was like someone told him to be Kylie Armstrong and crank it up to 50,000. Like he was just in there just I'm him. I did it. I suplexed him. You saw that? Like it's like
relax,
man.
Hear these thoughts.
Yeah.
Will Smith on that freestyle.
I bit more than I could chew, and then I chewed it. Yeah, that's what it felt like. It felt like he did that. And the thing is, I'm kind of, I'm not a professional when it comes to wrestling and stuff like that, as far as working in the business. I'm trying to understand why they showed him that match in order to have them make a match based off of that, because the character he was trying to be in a ring with all that overhyping and stuff like that. When we talk about a Kylie Armstrong, when we talk about a match between The Rock and Hollywood Hulk Hogan, whatever they did in the ring was earned. All that yelling he did in the ring was not earned yet. No one really is familiar. They knew who Chris Island is, but the character he was trying to portray, nothing happened prior to earn what he was doing in that ring. At least earn it first and then get in the ring and start doing the yelling. Then it'll be a lot more, understandable or a lot more believable. But the fact that you didn't earn it on top of the fact that it's not believable, it just makes it look really, really goofy. And I get that he was really trying hard to prove something, but I feel like it just went way over the mark. If he did it like, a few times here and there, as opposed to like sticking out his tongue during a submission and yelling every single second, it would have been a little bit more believable and a lot more tolerable. But the way he did it was just a little bit over the top to me. And that's probably why, well, I'm not going to say that, but yeah.
I guess I get that. Now, I feel bad for Chris Island because after he got released, he really got into like a really emotional state on his Instagram and Twitter. Really putting it out there. He's a lot more better now. So I'm actually happy about that. He's a little bit different. and he's being different. So good for him. Now let's talk about the last match that it makes sense in time-wise. Zena Sterling versus Chantel Monroe.
Yes.
Chantel Monroe, we know, is the next up for the next Evolve Women's Championship. We know that. It's going to be Nikita, and then after Nikita, Chantel. We all agree on this. And Shauna, yes, we've been talking about the story of Chantel Monroe and Wendy and Nikita for about 6 months. Once Nikita got there, we kind of felt like, oh, Nikita's there for rental. Then we saw her improvement. But at the same time, we low-key saw Chantel Monroe kicking ass and having a feud with Wendy Chu, which ended for now. So I do like that. I want to put that in context. Zena Sterling has no killer spirit at the moment in LFG, and they said that in the match that like they was a good match. Nothing was wrong with it. Chantal, I will critique that the pop-up code breaker that she does wasn't as clean as the other ones because the other ones are very like out of nowhere. So this one's a little different. Zena Sterling is not what we saw in Evolve Now, which we call the same woman from Kill Bill with the music that I can't put anymore because they got me on copyright. But I will give, and I feel bad for Chantal because she was supposed to be an eliminator before Wendy won. She was supposed to be, and then her ankle got hurt. She has about another month left before she comes back. So when she comes back, they got to insert her ass into the freaking the best thing in Evolve. But let's do a little quick recap. What are your thoughts on the Zena Sterling Chantel Monroe match? The critique that they gave Zena Sterling that you got to have a killer edge. You've been here for long. You've been the same person the whole time. We saw what they were trying to do in Evolve, and they just kind of like left it in the air for now. We say it like that because Evolve has never let us down on the storyline. It's been a year plus, not once. Even the mysterious attacker was all over the place, but at the end they picked it up. So here are these thoughts. What are your thoughts on the match and Zena Sterling and Chantel?
I thought the match was great, and as usual, Chantel, the reflection of perfection, she always does an amazing job. I mean, just watching the match itself just made me more excited about her return because she just has it, man. She just has it. She has the charisma. As a heel, she's amazing. In the ring, she's really, really good. So I can't wait till she actually comes back. But again, as far as the match goes, I thought it was really, really good. I know Zena felt the way about how she performed in the match. I don't think she did bad at all, in my personal opinion.
Same. Now, Coach?
Oh, I remember. I didn't watch it, so I can't tell you.
Okay. That means you still love Zena Sterling. That's cool. EOD.
Yeah, like here these thoughts says I thought the match was really good. I do like the fact that the whole slap bit, like Chantel came up with that, and Bubba Ray just put like a little bit more sauce on it, and the crowd really ate it up. She said, "You Barbie bit," and just slapped the taste out of her mouth. And I thought Zena Sterling did a good job of like hulking up and stuff, but I get where they were probably saying, okay, might not look as aggressive. I don't think it was her face or her mannerisms and stuff. I think it was her whole outfit that made it look like it might not have been as aggressive as it should have been with the dress. So I don't know, because like her face looked like, yeah, she hulked up and everything, and she got really aggressive. Now, to be fair, this is my first season of LFG that I'm watching, so I don't know what it was like before. So, but to me, I thought she did a really good job, and I think she was like a little hard on herself and everything. But I see the vision because we saw what happened on Evolve. Like this isn't like that anymore. And she had that Kill Bill thing on Timothy Thatcher when he said, "Nah, you're like on a losing streak," and she looked like she wanted to take Carmen Petrovic's katana and do something with it. But yeah, I thought the match was good. Chantel, like you said, we all thought that she was probably going to be next up, or Wendy's like greatest feud. And unfortunately, she got hurt, and it made sense. You can kind of tell they kind of scrambled a little bit because she was in the VIP section in one match, and they tried their best to kind of edit her out so you wouldn't have to kind of explain, like, okay, what happened and everything. So, but yeah, the match I thought was good, and it belonged as the main event of the episode. And yeah, I thought both ladies did a good job. And Zena, don't worry, Zena, you're gonna get yours sooner or later. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also as an add-on before we get to Terrell, actually before we get to CJ, Zena Sterling, plus the Russian content creator that's in the PC called Unknown, plus one more person, I think could be a good trio. If you call yourself the Unknown, you better be the most badass wrestler I've ever seen in my life. Okay. We had Jessica Carr for
They could Titus O'Neil. Well, not Titus O'Neil.
What?
What was his name? The Funkadactyls. What's his name? Tyrus.
Brodus Clay.
Tyrus,
Brodus
Brodus Clay.
Brodus
Yeah,
Clay.
Brodus
His
Clay.
name was like Tyrus outside. That's why I was getting confused. Yeah, Brodus Clay. Remember, they built him up as like the biggest thing ever that he came out.
She better be.
And he came
better
out
be.
and started dancing. I was like, what is this? It was cool, but I was like, it was not what we were expecting at all.
Okay, those are dark times. We don't talk about those times. No, we don't talk about those times.
No.
Your thoughts on Shanta Monroe and Zena Sterling? We already know what their projections are.
Yeah, I really didn't watch the part either. I really got no input from it, but I just think that Chantel, no, she's ever seen her already. She have been improving a lot, so I just know she probably did her thing on that match. And Zena Sterling, hopefully, like y'all say, she kind of hoped up on the match, so I'm happy for that she did that. But she need to get on in there and get that bad side on out. So I was just hoping that for her that she can pull out the full heel instinct that she have in her. But yeah.
All right, Terrell.
I thought the match was really, really good, and Chantel Monroe is one of my favorite Evolve, women's wrestlers. I can't wait to see her come back because I feel like working under the brains of Bubba Ray, even being in the same room as Kevin Owens, I feel like when she come back, she's gonna be a force to be reckoned with because we know that she could have a sadistic side, but we haven't full blown seen it. So when she come back, I hope they do put her in a title picture to go after Wendy Chu if she still has the belt, because she will be the best villain for Wendy Chu. Because it's gonna be like one of those things of like, I'm back and I'm coming to take what's mine. That's what I really see Chantel like returning as, like, I am back and I'm coming to take what's mine. Like, that belt has always been mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see her like cutting promos and stuff in the mirror. Like, that title has always been yours. And don't you forget that like she's doing positive affirmations over herself. You know what I'm saying? So I think it'd be like a good character with the mirror and all that stuff too. Like, she's always like talking to herself, keep motivating herself, but she's a heel. So like, it's even more crazy. Like, it's almost like we could say like a movie villain or like a horror monster or something that literally motivates themselves to keep getting away with things. And it's like they keep getting away with it because they believe it wholeheartedly. They will. And they keep getting away with it. Like they just 10 steps ahead of everybody that's trying to figure out who the killer is or something like that. So as far as with Zena Sterling, I felt so bad for her. And the only reason why I did is because when Bubba Ray told them that they did an amazing job, I literally felt and resonated with her as like, y'all did such an amazing job and you didn't even realize how good of a job y'all did. But somebody else had to tell you and Chantel that y'all did an amazing job. Like, I could see it all over her face, like she was shocked because she really did do good. And I really would love to see her tap into that heel character, that other side. I think it'd be dope to
see. Same. Now, Shauna, do you have any thoughts on this before we start the show?
No, not really, because like I said, I hopefully can watch LFG, like after, because I can't watch it live. So hopefully, I can get there soon and get caught up on what's going on.
Okay, that's fine. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WWE Evolve episode 51 post review show. Let's go. We got a little speed run this a little bit. We start the show off with the recap of Tate Wilder and Cam Hendricks and Harley Riggins, minus Luca Crusifino. They Thanos'd him out of the story where they jumped him. They jumped in the parking lot. He was the sheriff of Evolve for a second and it was a horrible job as the ref. And they're both set up for the main event. So we're going to just gloss over that. I'm glad that they're setting up the story for the future. But here comes the first match. On Your Room versus Layla Diggs and Mason Holiday. Shout out to Mason Holiday, which coach says is her 0.5 win. I'll accept it. I love it. Before we start, shout out to Coach FCHW. Check him out on YouTube.
Oh no.
He said this about Anya and Layla. Your discretion is advised.
Oh no.
Anya Rune going up against Layla Dix. For those of you who aren't catched up on the Coach FCHW channel lore, Anya Rune is actually my wife, and Layla Dix is my ex. So, you know, not to brag, but this match was kind of them fighting over me, which was cool. You know, cool. I'm just that guy. Nah, but for real.
From his own words, ladies and gentlemen. From his own words. This match.
What?
I'm just putting it out there. This match was 4 minutes 35 seconds. Great back and forth from Anya Rune. Anya Rune did a self clothesline where they used your own arm for a clothesline. She took off her battle armor of her elbow and did a nice little European uppercut into a plie kick in the corner. Layla Diggs was the heel in this match. Mason Holiday was the baby face in the outside. It was very confusing. In the end, Layla Diggs did a standing moonsault. Was it a moonsault or shooting star? No, it was a moonsault. Standing moonsault. Then she went to the corner, went up to the top rope, looked up into the sky, and saw Gable and Perk Angle looking down on her saying, "You are ready." And she did the most beautiful moonsault I have seen in a very long time.
Yes.
For the 1, 2, 3 post match, Gianna Capri comes out, mouths off Anya Rune. "You're a loser. You suck." Mason Holiday is like, "Stop! You stop it right there." Mind you, Layla didn't say nothing. She was just standing there, kind of like agreeing whatever Mason Holiday was doing. "You get out of here! Get out of here like a cat! You go on!" And then Gianna Capri dirties away like a cat. Now, Chana, your thoughts on the match? We give a rating from A to F. So any way you want to say it like that, and anything else? Just your thoughts on the match and a rating.
I thought the match was great. I mean, that moonsault at the end, like my husband and I actually stopped, rewound, and watched it again because we were like, "Did you see that?" And I was like, "Yeah, play that back." Really quick. So I thought it was good. I think it really sets up that storyline. I do want to say a little bit. Did anybody see Gianna's Instagram stories today? I think
No.
so. She was having a funeral for Victoria. So I'm hoping that she got an official signing. So I was excited about that after getting to talk with her this past weekend. But I like the match. I think it really sets up a good storyline for those characters going through. So yeah, I was really impressed with it. It was the first time I had seen Anya outside of that qualifier, and then I saw her this past weekend. So it was really nice to see her in this format too, with that character, instead of just seeing her on the indies. So I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna say I didn't even think to rank them, so I'm just gonna say a B because I liked it. Could have been a little bit better, but I'm just gonna give it a B because that moonsault at the end, like if you were like mid-grade, that just like right over the top.
Brett as well. I love that freaking moonsault. Hear these thoughts. No, wait, Coach, you'll get your thoughts. You'll get your thoughts in a second. Coach, you'll get there.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, before I go into the match, I just want to rewind just half a second because Cam Hendricks almost got me in trouble at work because I was watching Evolve at work and I had the headphones in. Somebody walks in my office. I turn around, the headphones unplugged from the computer, and it's on the part where he says, "Oh, you keep bouncing back up like you like punishment. Well, if that's the case, we're going to have a good long night." And my coworker's like, "What are you watching?" Yeah. My coworker, I'm like, "Yo, this is I kid you not. I kid you not."
Oh,
He's like, what are you watching? I'm like, "This is wrestling." He's like, "Okay, what hey, love is love, whatever you like." And I'm like, no, it's not like that, bro. It's Evolve. And I had to show it to him. So Cam, he almost got me in trouble at work. But back to the match at hand.
You know what's funny about this? Last week I had to press the button, and this week.
I'm like, "Cam, bro, I like you. Why'd you do this to me, man? Now you got me looking crazy." But as far as the match goes, I agree with Shauna with everything she said. I mean, that moonsault